Welcome everybody to today's Ultimate Team video. Today I have got for you a lovely in-game review of Thierry Henry and his 93 rated Prime Icon card. Now Henry is one of my favourite all-time players, so I've been looking forward to buying and using this card for the longest time. So Henry is going to be lining up in my 4-4-2 as my left striker next to Cristiano Ronaldo. So let's start off by looking at his stats. As you would expect, he has got some solid numbers in here. Pace, really strong at 94. Shooting, maybe not as good as you'd like, but at 91, still decent all round. The two key attributes here for me are his attacking position at 93 and finishing at 94. His passing is maybe not as good as you'd like, but he'll be receiving the ball more than giving it, so no issues there. Dribbling is looking really nice with 90 on agility and reactions plus 93 on ball control. We'll skip over defending and go on to physical, which I think is a little underwhelming. His jumping is pretty low, but he's a tall forward, so that will make up for it. Strength could be better, but 83 isn't too low. And finally, his aggression is actually really low at 64. I definitely expect that to be in the 80s for this card at least, but we have got what you have. So looking now at his traits, and we've got finesse shot as you'd expect, flair, speed dribbler. He's also got the playmaker and chip shot traits too, which sounds good for how he'll fit into my team. One thing that doesn't sound great though is his medium attacking work rate. I'd expect that to be high given who he is and how many goals he scored, so that's a bit of a shame, but let's see how that goes in the game. So we've got him in the lineup, we've checked out his stats, let's see what he plays like in the game. Doing a FIFA review about Thierry Henry, and you can't start talking about gameplay without first looking at his finishing and his goal scoring. He is insane in front of goal. He's got the trademark Henry lean when he's finessing the ball and finds the corner so easily. The other things that make him so dangerous in front of goal are obviously his speed and his movement. You can see what that 93 attacking position does for him. He just moves into the right place at the right time and he's always ready for the ball. The runs he makes are brilliant as well, always getting behind and beyond the defender so he can run into that open space. And that's where his speed comes in. He's not the quickest in the game, but he does feel very fast. He'll beat most defenders for pace quite easily. He's so clever with his runs as well. He'll never be too close to a defender who can wrestle the ball away from him. He always keeps that little bit of distance, which makes a huge difference to your attacking runs. With him not being as strong as you'd like, he's not amazing at keeping defenders off him when he is close, but he isn't a pushover by any means. He won't win most battles, but he is good enough to keep the ball with him most of the time. One thing that caught me by surprise was just how good his passing was. His passing stats aren't great, but he can find a pass thanks to that playmaker trait. The way he keeps the ball away from defenders before finding space to pass is brilliant. He'll pull defenders out of the way and open up space for another runner to get down the flank. He's just as good passing on his first touch as well, a real all-rounder at the top of the pitch. His close control is unreal. He can get the ball out of tight spaces himself, which you'd expect with his high agility and ball control stats. He can turn really well, he moves so fluidly in the box and around players. He'll snatch the ball from tight 50-50s and get it under control too. And as a bonus, with that control, he'll always try and reach everything that comes to him. If you've got an overhit pass and it's landing on the defender just out of reach, you'll see Henry stretch to meet the ball and get it under control. Absolute game changer. You can ping in the ball and flick your right analog to get him running away off his first touch. Such a powerful move to leave defenders standing. Now something that I thought was actually lacking in this card was his long range shooting. He gets in all the right positions, but he can't seem to find the back of the net with those long shots as often as you'd like. He will score long ranges, but he's not as consistent with them. They are a dream when they come off though. The other thing I found with him that he's not as lethal when he's under pressure. A lot of times he'll have a defender putting him under a little bit of pressure and he'll totally flunk his shot. Sometimes he'll overpower it, underpower it, or smash it right at the keeper. And that comes down, I think, to his physical stats being lower than you'd like. But the positive thing is he does everything he can to not be put in that position. With the runs he makes and the positions he takes up, he always keeps himself in the right place. The other thing I found with him was his chip shots weren't that great either, even though he has got the chip shot trait on him. I'll be honest, I don't know how much of that was down to Henry or to EA servers. I'll go with it being EA servers given this is Thierry Henry. The one thing I didn't get to review on Henry was his heading. My style of play in the game doesn't lead to a lot of headed chances, so I didn't really get to see how good he is in the air, but that doesn't bother me because I don't play for headers. So overall, how do I rate Thierry Henry's 93 icon card? I'm going to give this card a solid 8.5 out of 10. His pace, movement and finishing are exactly what you'd expect from Henry and from your main striker, making him such a dangerous player to have in your team. Plus, with him being so good at picking passes out, he is a dream player to link up with your others. The only things that let him down were his shooting under pressure and his long range shots. Other than that, he is a very good player and you should definitely consider getting him in your team. He's a more affordable icon with a 90+ rating, which you will not regret buying. So have you tried this card out for yourself? Let me know in the comments below what you think and how Henry is playing for you. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Ultimate Team player reviews and FIFA videos from me. Thank you for watching and I'll see you on the next one.